mainstream media has been extensively covering the topic of global warming, often presenting it as an urgent and existential threat to humanity. While climate change is indeed a real and pressing issue, the way it is being portrayed by the media raises questions about the true motivations behind this coverage. It appears that the mainstream media is using global warming as a form of propaganda to control the narrative and shape public opinion. One of the primary reasons for this is to create a sense of fear and panic among the population. By presenting global warming as an imminent and catastrophic threat, the media is able to tap into people's emotions and create a sense of urgency. This fear can then be leveraged to justify a range of policies and measures that might not otherwise be acceptable to the public. For example, governments and corporations can use the threat of climate change to implement stricter regulations, increase taxes, and promote the use of expensive and unproven technologies. Another reason for the media's focus on global warming is to promote a specific ideological agenda. The idea of anthropogenic climate change, which holds that human activities are the primary cause of global warming, has become a central tenet of the progressive left. By promoting this idea, the media is able to advance a range of related policies and values, such as the need for renewable energy, reduced consumption, and increased government intervention in the economy. This agenda is often presented as the only viable solution to the problem of climate change, and those who question it are dismissed as deniers or skeptics. The media's coverage of global warming also serves to distract from other issues that might be more pressing or uncomfortable for those in power. By focusing on the threat of climate change, the media is able to divert attention away from issues such as economic inequality, corporate power, and government corruption. This can be seen in the way that the media often presents climate change as a technical problem that can be solved through the use of science and technology, rather than as a symptom of deeper social and economic issues. Furthermore, the media's promotion of global warming propaganda has significant economic implications. The transition to a low-carbon economy, which is often presented as the solution to climate change, is a multi-trillion-dollar industry that promises to create vast profits for corporations and investors. The media's coverage of climate change helps to create a sense of urgency and necessity around this transition, which can then be used to justify the allocation of massive amounts of capital to projects such as wind farms, solar panels, and carbon capture technology. It is also worth noting that the media's coverage of global warming is often highly selective and biased. While the media is quick to report on any study or research that supports the idea of anthropogenic climate change, it is often silent on studies that challenge this narrative. This can be seen in the way that the media has largely ignored the Climategate scandal, in which researchers at the University of East Anglia were found to have manipulated data and suppressed dissenting voices. Similarly, the media has largely failed to report on the many scientists and experts who have questioned the severity and causes of global warming. In conclusion, the mainstream media's coverage of global warming appears to be motivated by a desire to control the narrative and shape public opinion. By presenting climate change as an urgent and existential threat, the media is able to create a sense of fear and panic that can be leveraged to justify a range of policies and measures. The media's promotion of global warming propaganda also serves to advance a specific ideological agenda, distract from other issues, and create vast profits for corporations and investors. As such, it is essential to approach the media's coverage of climate change with a critical and nuanced perspective, recognizing the many interests and motivations that are at play.